and welcome to edumate.tv. I'm CHETAN SHARMA. We learn to live and live to learn in what has turned out to be an unprecedented situation, unprecedented pandemic, with history being written across the geography of Mother Earth. And a minor virus has created a major catastrophe, making each and every one of us rewind, rethink, reboot, reset, reformat before we rebuild a new future, a new normal. In the world of education, particularly higher education, if there's one trait that's required to overcome the challenges, find solutions, and of course create opportunities, it must be the trait of wisdom. Wisdom emanating from the past, experience, knowledge, and wisdom to be able to expect, evolve, and embrace the new future. And that's why we have our very wise Chancellor. Today we have a very special guest from the Parul University in Vadodara. We have Dr. M.N. Patel joining us on edumate.tv. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to speak to you, and in an environment which is challenging yet very, very opportune. What has been your experience of the post-pandemic education environment?
Today, as we see that the COVID-19 coronavirus, a global pandemic, is creating a global learning crisis in addition to a global health crisis. Researchers suggest that 80% of the world learners are no longer in traditional schooling or colleges. Due to this reason, online learning plays a major role in education sector for helping the student to study remotely and helps for solving the present crisis due to COVID-19. At our university, we have taken so many other activity or steps in order to pace with that. So as and when the lockdown declared, we have started to complete our syllabus, because being a big university, we have more number of students, we have 21 faculty. So obviously to complete that syllabus, because our term is likely to end in the April. So obviously a few weeks we are left out at the time, and we are lucky enough to complete all the talks which were left out, lectures which are not completed, except some of the practical which we could not perform due to, naturally we have professional colleges like medicine, we have colleges like engineering, but the rest part as per lectures delivery we are able to complete that. Obviously then after we have planned to conduct the examination.
Right.
Examination we are able to conduct with the platform of WSC,
Right.
called Assessment Council. It is said to be, it is rather anti-plagiarism, or rather we can that anti-cheating software, right, where student cannot cheat anyone while appearing or while giving or while writing this examination. We have tried that and completed our examination in the month of May. Right. Specifically, we can say that we were successful in that. No doubt some small issues, 2-5% was that observed, but we have rectified it looking to the previous result. Because instead of giving a mass promotion, we have decided to conduct the examination of all the faculty of all the semester, and we could have completed it and we have declared the results. That is our first stage. Then that lean period, we have conducted a number of webinars. Altogether from this university, we have almost gone for more than 400 webinars, calling a various stalwarts people from various fields. Right. Then we have started in month of June, from 15th of June, we have started our normal term as usual what we are starting for the other than first year, because first year admission, the process is still in the pipeline, even though we are lucky enough that our expected admission by this year for all faculty is more than 10,000, half of the target we have crossed, and for them also we have started the foundation course.
Oh, wonderful. So I think it's quite exemplary, and I congratulate you for your success in what you set out to do. So tell us a little first about the vision and the mission of Parul University, and then I'd like to know a little bit more about Dr. M.N. Patel. You've been an exemplary luminary educationist. So let us know a little bit about both.
So Parul University is a private university, established under the Private University Act 2009, but the university, this Parul campus at GATE has got the status of university in 2015 March. Prior to that, there were some of the colleges that, or rather I can say the Parul group of colleges were there. starting from 2003, the first engineering college started, and by next year pharmacy college, and slowly say about 10, 12 colleges were there up to 2015. But as and when the status of university is just given by the government of Gujarat, we have increased our number of institutions at present more than 30, which include all sorts of, except I can say that dental and education, we have almost all faculty, including medicine, Ayurvedic, homeopathy, law, arts, commerce, science, fine arts, the architect and everything. So we have now increased to 28,000 students, 21 faculty, 31 colleges within the campus, and campus is a big one. It is of 200 acres, but at present, say we have about, I can say that 150 acre land is used for about 100 buildings, where we have our hostels, we have all other facility, amenities and everything. Our goal or our mission is just like that. It's a need of a day. Not only the teaching makes the student perfect or career oriented, the overall development of students is required for a day. So for that, whatever is to be done over and above to their normal teaching, we are trying to just manage this. So we are asking from the student when he is going to come to the Parul campus, what is your interest other than your teaching? And we are grooming that. We have a different 20 cells, cultural cells, sports, like that way. I will give later on how and how many cells are there. So each and every cells we are operating so that student has a full scope to develop something add-on beyond the normal teaching. Degree is to be required, but over and above, wherever he is a strong or in to groom that, to promote that, we are providing the facility. Our campus, we are saying it's a vibrant campus.
Right.
Come to Parul and be vibrant. Vibrant campus is there, and you will be given vibrancy, so that you will feel proud that whatever time you have spent during your career or during your study in this Parul, you will satisfied throughout your life.
Very smart also to use the word vibrant, which is representative of the state of Gujarat. So obviously, if you're representing Gujarat in a manner. So I think it's a great branding and promotion strategy as well, and a very good education adaptation. And I salute you for the variety of courses which you mentioned that you offer. Now, what happens, Dr. Patel, typically is that when you have a large infrastructure, it sounds very good, but it also compounds the effort to fill the campus up. And particularly in an uncertain environment, obviously admissions could be challenging at one stage. What has been your experience so far?
So no doubt in beginning we have thought about that it is going to be a tough time, but we have made it very simple. We are the first digital university completely, because from beginning since 2015 we are using that strong ERP and MIS, classroom teaching by Googles and various other devices that was prevailing. And as the situation arises like this, it became supplement or rather more promotive to us, so that we have gone to very fast in that area. So we are not facing any trouble except some fee collection, because various issues are going on. Some of the parents may not have business, may not have a job, or may not have some difficulty of finance. So even though, but we are lucky enough that more than 80% fees collection, because it's a private university. Funding is not coming, only fee is the source of income. So obviously to pay the salary to all the employees, obviously we have more than 2,000 teachers. Altogether we have 4,000 people are working in the campus. So everyone is getting that salary on very first day of the month. Still today, that we could have managed, because our students and parents are good and understand. So they have paid the fee. Almost more than 80% students have paid their fee for this semester. And that's why this is able to manage this. So even though it is a tough time, we are able to manage with some difficulty, but we are able to manage it. Instead of paying the fee at a time, you go for EMI.
Right.
And various other bank option we are given, that whatever the you have, accordingly you adopt, and please proceed to that, so that we can run without any jerk, that whatever going on in the previous year, this year also it will move with the same speed or same acceleration.
It's quite remarkable, as I was saying, your sense of enterprise and your ability to be flexible and change tactics. And most importantly, Dr. Patel, is your sense of foresight, which I see, and your planning. It's intrigues. It's quite intriguing. It's quite exceptional. So it also brings me to you as a personality, as a career. Tell us, what has been your career all about, which actually allows you to be so futuristic?
I came from very poor farmer family, studied in Gujarat only, all up to PhD. I have not gone even out. But I have got a very good platform because when I became a principal LD College of Engineering, you might have heard the name of that college, 2004 to 2014. And by virtue of that position, government has given me so many other portfolio. I was made also member secretary admission committee for professional courses, including medicine. I was also made the standing inviting member for a fee regulatory committee as per the Supreme Court judgment. It was my dream to start a technological university in Gujarat. And I have also put a proposal for that. Government has accepted. At that time, Chief Minister Narendra Modi has rather given that Bhumi Pujan in the campus of LD, and I was also got the chance to act as the officiating Vice Chancellor over and about my position of Principal and Member Secretary Admission Committee. Being a member of AICT since 2002, I used to move the entire India, and I have learned a lot from the various institutions. Even though it is a government college, I put that LD College of Engineering to a certain level and started so many activities and started so many center of excellence. Very first act that I create the infrastructure. No doubt I was lucky at that time because one project was going on and I got about 30 crore rupees from the government of India. I am lucky enough that during my tenure, I passed through the 3 education minister of Gujarat. All 3 are carrying very good impression on me. Even at Gujarat University, when I was promoted at the end of my superannuation from LD, they have given me chance to work as a Vice Chancellor of Gujarat University. And I am the pioneer in digitalization, online admission, which was created by me. Online admission, not only in technical education, in higher education across the Gujarat, I was doing at Gujarat University. Like that way, the records, all records I've kept into a digital form. And lastly, I'm coming out from the university to my tenure was over. That student startup and innovation policy, which I have created in Gujarat, which now replicated by all states of the country. And at present, I can say with proud that our government of Gujarat has kept about more than 200 crore special budget every year to spend for the startups. I retired from that, and this is one of the new university which was coming up like anything. So I decided to give or spend my remaining time to this university. So since last 3.5 years, I am with the Parul University, where also we are just forcing all these things in such a way that we can put a claim that we are the first in this digital everything. All activities we are conducting just first in a line. That is the opportunity I have got it, and our management is also very strong, very rather encouraging and supportive. So we are able to do that things.
Dr. Patel, you've been popular with good reason. You've been highly. It's fascinating to just listen to your career and it's such a meritorious career. It's really a pleasure and an honor to speak to you. Now let's come back to I'm going to have one more, input on the admission part, because there's a trend that's been developing, and that is post-coronavirus, because I'm trying to understand opportunities. That students don't want to go outside their state with a sense of fear. They want to work. They want to now educate themselves within the state and take advantage of the online overseas inputs. So do you see that the Parul University also benefiting from that in any manner?
Obviously, we have made the way in this situation. As far as admission is concerned, as I said in the beginning, our target is about to get altogether of all faculty 9,000 admission, which was last year we have observed. This year at the half the way, we have got more than 4,500 admission, for whom we have already started the foundation courses sitting there. Our admission is not only from Gujarat, it is not only from India, but we have the admission from abroad also. I can give you the figure that up to last year, we have about 1,200 students from 49 different nations, different countries. And at present also the new admission, which we have got last year 400 from foreign nation, this time we are expecting it will be more than 600. Most of the students are from these African countries. So we are keeping our lectures after 1:45 so that in early morning they can join and they can understand, they can take the advantage of that. So like that way we are making our system so flexible, so the maximum advantage our stakeholder, especially the student parents, can get. And like that way I can say that we are not facing that problem of, no doubt it is going to be happen. We have targeted more, not 9,000, 11,000 was our target. Because I joined 3 years back, then admission was 6,000, then we have come to 7,200. Last year we got 9,000, and this year we have kept the target was 11,000. But we are sure about that we will get more than 9,000. Out of that 4,500 we have already admitted. The rest depends on some examination, especially medical and paramedical. Because we have a medical college where 150 admission is of that. We have altogether trust have 4 homeopathic college and 2 Ayurvedic colleges. So for that also we have admission through admission committee. So we are expecting that may come after a month or so, because still that process of our NEET and that BUJCAT is going on. Even our regular admission of engineering architect is also through that committee. But whatever quota 50% we are having, we are able to fill up that. And with this, we have started to run the classes. Other the regular through the state quota will come. So that may take 1 month or 1.5 months. But I'm sure about that. Even though there is a problem, we are not going to face any problem as far as the admission part is concerned.
Well, so the more I talk to you, the more I'm impressed by your high level of anticipation and your ability to look ahead and visualize into a futuristic environment. So I'm sure you would have also notched up the certain challenges on the way which you would see in the future. What would typically be those challenges for the education world for India, and how are you mitigating them, being so futuristic?
As we know that this, as our stalwarts that Bharat Ratna C.N. Rao has said, that e-learning can never inspire the student, and we all agree with that. But the situation which created where there is no option, so we have to compromise with that. So it is no doubt several negative points are there, because all the students are not coming from that area where connectivity is easily available. Even at this place, our place, we have increased our internet connection to 6 times, because all the classes we are conducting through this. Obviously, the speed should not be compromised. So looking to that, very first step we have took that we have increased our bandwidth, because even though it is that period, we have allowed some of the teachers to work from home, and most of the teachers are coming to the campus and they are teaching from the campus. So more bandwidth is required, so we have increased that bandwidth. And at present, without interruptions, we can teach the students, because we have to upload the videos. We have also directed to our teachers during this period, lean period, to create the e-content so that they can deliver, because classroom delivery and the e-content delivery is at all different. We have to train the teacher first. Also, we have to reduce the classroom size. Normally, our classroom 60 or 60 plus, but this we have kept that the 30 size of the classroom. The reason is we can interact with the student. We can have a dialogue with the student. We have to ask a question to the students. And one another limit that in old time we have a continuous lecture, say 10 to 12, then 12 to 1. But here we cannot. We have to keep 10-minute gap, so that there can be easily change over a teacher and connection. So like that way, whatever measures are required with experience, with suggestion of teachers, we are incorporating.
The level of passion in your voice, Dr. Patel, tells me you're not just a great administrator, you must be a wonderful teacher. So there are a lot of learnings to take from you. We will take those learnings, after one question at the end of this show. And that is because I want to go back to one very interesting point that you made, that you had the variety of courses, right, which you mentioned. You also showed a sense of enterprise by focusing on employability, on entrepreneurship and startup. Now, talk us through the new trend that's developed of holistic education, the need for interdisciplinary skills, the need for a variety of offerings, within to one student itself. How have you taken that, at the bandwidth?
Nowadays, we have started the vocational courses too. We have started the continuing education cell, where our professor is giving or providing some add-on program to these students, whatever either is from commerce, arts, science, engineering. So whatever according the in market, what is the need of, say, in engineering, 3D printing, in artificial intelligence, like that way we are providing that courses. We have so many cells, as I stated in beginning, that we have one international relations cell. We have tie-up with the 50 university of the foreigners, where our students are going for mobility exchange program, semester exchange and so on. That also we are going, but due to this air traffic is not permitted. So at present we are on hold it. We have a ISEC department where they are the marketing for the foreign nation students. We have offices at so many countries. We have offices at so many cities across the India. And we are getting more students from other than Gujarat. That is, I can give you assurance. In our campus, you see that the foreign campus is there, because there are about 1,200 students of the foreign nation. Obviously, you feel that this campus is somewhat different. Right. No doubt, compared to all University of Gujarat, yes, we have maximum number of foreign nation students. What difficulty we are facing in Gujarat? Gujarat is a dry state. You understand, we have a provision. That is one of the issue that our students are facing. Another issue that we are naturally all vegetarians, and they need non-veg. So obviously we have to create that facility with the special permission or so.
It's time to learn from your exceptional career and your remarkable success. So tell us your advice, Dr. Patel, to 4 sections of the education ecosphere: the student, the parent, the teacher, and the fellow Vice Chancellor.
We should not stop any junction. Whatever the situation, we have to convert into opportunity. Do something new which can make a way in these tough situations. We should not stop our teaching. We have not waste a single day, because this situation may not stop within short time. To my opinion, as we see that nowadays we are getting 50,000 cases of corona. Peak may not come, still it is going to come. So at least this term up to Diwali, I hope that no student will come in the campus. So for this situation, if we stop our activity, it is going to be the wastage of some year of student in their life. So we should not stop. For that, whatever alternative and people, so many agencies are providing e-learning materials, e-learning resources, e-learning facility, we should take advantage of that. For necessary what addition or improvement to be done within the campus, one has to do it. As so far parents are concerned, I definitely request that they should learn sitting at home, look into this situation. But in Gujarat, what happens, I will give the example. In schooling, students were teaching sitting at their home. So our association of walis, and they have said, parents, that not to pay the fees, and government has accepted. That has created a chaos. If you are not paying the fee, why you are not paying the fee? Because some parents are unable to pay the fees. But at the same time, when you are not paying the fee, in a private schools, in private colleges, management cannot give the salary to the teacher. And in Gujarat, we have say about 17,000 private schools. If we count 10 to 20 teachers, then how many teachers are there? If they are not getting the salary, then again the problem of finance to them also. So it is better, and my advice to parents that to manage that, wherever your saving is there, you please pay the fee regularly so that the colleges and school can run regularly. And for students, it is a new era. They are very smart on the smartphone and the laptop and computer. Obviously, they have to divert the time, especially for learning. Obviously, we can spend our time in the better form. No doubt, it is a different type of learning, but one has to be accustomed with that. And by in this way, we can find out the way. If we have a will, then we will find out the way. That is what I can say.
Your sense of excellence, which is derived from your exceptional career, your sense of expectation, which you've shown by anticipating and visioning the future, your sense of energy by fulfilling what you set out to do, and finally your sense of enterprise, which makes you change according to the need, has been quite outstanding, which makes you so special and makes you so befittingly our Vice Chancellor.
My best wishes to you, and whatever you are doing, that will be good for the service to the society, and hope that everybody should take the advantage of that. We have to increase our capacity or ability so that we can reach to that goal, and you can be the instrumental to support that.